let's try this again. I screwed up about 5 minutes ago because I forgot to unmute my mic. Alright, so we are playing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which was an awesome series of games for the DS. You play a lawyer named Phoenix Wright. You need to object and hold it. You need to tell people to object and hold it all the way to freeing people. It's a great game. Text-based, a lot of talking. So that's why I'll be drinking a lot of coconut water, just to refresh my voice. This is the good coconut water. This is like straight from the island. It's not like that crazy Coco Vita or Vita Coco, whatever it is, that garbage you guys drink in the US that comes in Tetra Packs. That is gross. Alright, so yeah, this was an awesome game. It was released for the DS. Capcom packaged all the games, released it on Steam for the PC. I've never played anything beyond the first game, and I've actually never finished the first game. So aside from I think episode 1 and episode 2, I really don't know, or maybe even episode 3, I don't really know much else in this game. So it'd be really cool to get to go over that and discover that all with everyone. So without any more further ado, let's just jump into it with episode 1, the first Turnabout. That doesn't look good. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. What is that on his forehead? The hell is that? August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. A lot of this game is just, especially in the early parts, just a lot of talking. The only thing really for me to do is push a button just to let the text go through, so watch this excellent gameplay. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? That's right, Chief. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Look at this poor guy. He couldn't hurt anybody. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I wonder if that's how this judge sounds. Yeah, we'll play around with his voice. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, I think that's his voice. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Go. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Alright, well that is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. That's easy. Just take your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Oh, of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Oh no, we're letting Chief down. Damn it. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Alright. Tab. What do we have here? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Oh, that doesn't help us. Cindy's autopsy report. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Time of death, July 31st, between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Cindy, alright. Let's close this. Cindy. Cindy Stone. Hey, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit by a blunt object. By the blunts. She was struck once by a blunt, Your Honor. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. I'm relaxed. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Come on, we got this. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Statue added to the court records. Alright. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Can prosecutions call defendants to the stand? Alright, cool. You do you, Japan. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Wasn't it to you? Anyway. Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Here, buddy. Obligatory cat on screen. There you go. He just needs to go on his bed. Alright, no scratching the back of the chair, little buddy. Now, we gotta hurry up and save our buddy Larry, okay? What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. And she took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Can you ask that question? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, we definitely don't want him to answer. I don't think he can even ask that. That's leading or something. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Wait and see what happens? No, stop him from answering. He should say nothing. Objection. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. That's right. Oof! Wince! Oh, look at it. He's got diarrhea now. Oh no. Hold it in, buddy. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Well, there you go, buddy. Good job. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. The next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. Well, we should have him just not answer. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. No, not lie. I said not answer. It's a different. Well, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant leaving the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Look at that gameplay. Look at me hit this enter button. This is bad. Enter. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand. Oh, look at this guy. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and fried and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. What is with his forehead? What is that thing? Ah, who cares? It's driving me nuts though. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Well, you tried to signal to him not to. I just didn't want him to answer. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Well, you kind of have to. We'll get through this. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Are phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. All right.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. The face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. You got it, Chief. Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Got you, buddy. Let's go to the autopsy report. Death was from 4 to 5, not 1. Oh, hit E, present. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, he's sweating. Maybe that little tumor on his head is gonna grow. We'll see if we stress him out enough. Oh, that. Yeah, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Ooh, you can't do that. You can't jump in like that. What kind of lawyer are you? After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Sott, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. Thanks, Chief. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, we got this one. TV. See, when I found the body, I heard the time. Nope. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from a television. Blackout report. A blackout record.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard of television or a video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sott? No, I found it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sott, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sarge. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What?
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Wait, no. He didn't get killed by a clock. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. No. He used the statue of the thinker. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may?
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Look at the sweat coming off this guy. My God.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Do we?
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. I did not think of that. I just went with gaping hole because I figured I had to try something. I figured if I picked no, the game would have been over. Okay. Yeah, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Yeah, that's right. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her, because we saw it in the beginning. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sot, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
the whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now? It's 11:25.
Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sod.
What? We were so close. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sot. Chief. Chief, hey. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody could prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can't you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Well, I guess we have to. Yes. Wait, I knew it. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's say you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. No. Autopsy report. 4:05 p.m. No. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Passport. Blackout record. June 6th. Okay, we use this one. We use this. I don't think we use this at all. We haven't used the passport, and it's here, so let's try that. Objection!
Take that!
Oh, take that! The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Okay. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Holy crap, it was the passport. We did it. The victim had to reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sot? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nah. Ah. Whoa, foamed at the mouth. The passed out.
Order, I say.
I think that's a good sign. I think that's how you know you won in court. If someone foams at the mouth and passes out. Well,
This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And to find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant Larry Butt
Not guilty.
Oh, confetti!
We did it. Wish real court had confetti, that'd be cool.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sod was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sod let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sod grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Yeah, she did. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a thought. Larry, she was a thought. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Yeah, don't go chopping on with the Chief. She's our girl. Hey, oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The passports?
Take that!
Here you go, Larry. Proof. It's okay, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll forget about her soon enough. Look, I'm gonna head home. Thanks a ton, eh? Guess that wasn't the right thing to show him. Oh, shoot. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how... Oh no, I messed it up. That wasn't the right thing to give him. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. You gonna take her out? Take her out, Phoenix. Take her for drinks. Do something. Say, how about dinner on me? Ooh, she asked first. She a go-getter. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Uh-oh. I wonder what happened. But you're just gonna have to wait and find out till next time when we do episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Alright, thank you guys all very much, and catch you next time real soon for episode 2. Have a good one.